not sure if you could see what I was doing or not. I'm starting to pull out weeds, and I'm going to go get some more mulch and put in there. And then I want to cut my lavender, and I've got some rosemary in there too. But I've got lots of grass growing in there, and I want to kind of squelch the grass. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got lettuce seeds that I planted the other day coming up. That's good. And my squash is coming along. It's about, I'd say, 4 inches long, and I see that I've got a couple of little ones in there. I've got some mint over there that I can pluck again. And this area is looking pretty good. I still have some plants in here that I need to put out in pots. And I planted seeds in here the other day. Yesterday, I think I did that. Might have been the day before. I lose track of time. So that's what today's working in the garden. Oh, there's a breeze. That feels good. It was like they got down to 37 last night. 37 is cold, and I was wondering if I need to go out and pull up all my tomato plants and try to ripen the green ones indoors. But I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it's not supposed to get that cold again. And our days are going to be in the high 70s, low 80s. So no, I think we still have time for my tomatoes to ripen. I picked 3 of them today that were semi-ripe, and I brought them in, and we'll let them finish up on the counter. But I do think I'm going to pull out some of my corn that is all dried up and doesn't have any ears on it, and put together kind of a display for the back door for kind of a fall display. And I know that it's not even quite September yet. September will start next week. Next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, will be September. It seems like we've had a hotter summer than usual, but it looks like fall might come sooner than we planned on. We'll just have to keep playing it by ear. And that sun is hot when it comes out in full force. So I think I was wondering if I was going to need to put my sweater on, but I think the reverse is true. I need to put something sleeveless on, is what I think I need to do. So I'll come back later and show you whatever I've finished up, assuming that I get something more finished. I did pick a whole bowl of calendula flowers this morning. I have to do that about every other day. And I need to start processing some of that. They're dry enough to put in some jars with oil and or alcohol to start the process of either making an infused oil or a tincture. Oh, I have plenty of stuff to do on days that are too cold to go outside. Or, yeah, too hot. I guess I could have a too hot day still too. So, just sit here and enjoy the outdoors. My goodness. I'm always amazed. And amazed at how everything grows, including the weeds. If there was a way that I could, oh, I know there is. I just need to be more proactive at keeping the weeds. Most of the weeds are grass. Keeping them at bay. I wish I could afford to hire somebody to come work for me one day a week. That would be super, but that costs money. I don't have it. I don't have it to spend. And hubby's not inclined to do it. Gardening's my thing, not his. He does help occasionally, so I do have to give him some credit for helping me occasionally. He's helping me kind of organize my compost pile so that will be a little easier and not quite so ugly to look at on top of it. The cilantro that I planted the other day, good. Let's see if I can zero in on it there. Yeah. It looks like my peppers are doing the same thing as my beans and my eggplants. We got nice plants, but no peppers. So that's just the way that goes. I'll just enjoy my pretty plants and hope that some year I'll keep planting them, and one of these years I'll actually have a good pepper harvest. Doesn't look like it's going to be this year, on account of I don't really have time for the peppers to grow and make me a good harvest. Yep, that was hubby that you just saw helping me. He was taking I don't know what that fork thing is called, moving some of my compost. Actually, what he was doing was uncovering a stump that we have in there. We're going to have some people come and remove that stump and big stumps there where the trees that they took down a few days ago are. I asked him when that was going to happen. He said, oh, in the fall. So that's not too far away, I guess. So you saw him actually working to help me with something. He does occasionally. He's a sweetheart. But for the most part, the gardening is mine. He did help me the other day with, up on my, what I call the mound, my trellis that I have my beans on had fallen over. He helped me get that upright so that it looks like it's supposed to. And a few minutes ago, I mentioned my beans. They're gorgeous looking, growing on the trellis, and they've got red blooms all over. But guess what they don't have? None of those blooms seem to turn into beans. Maybe they will. I'm hoping. I was out there just a little while ago, and there was a hummingbird feasting on one of the blooms right by my head. It's like a boo sound. I can't replicate the sound of a hummingbird, but it was kind of nice to see it. And I saw several honeybees out there this morning, and that's good. That means there are some honeybees around here somewhere. Not sure where. If anybody close by has any bees, I've thought at times I wouldn't mind having a very, very small hive of bees. Maybe some year that'll happen. Who knows? Well, I better get busy and do the work I was going to do. First of all, I'm going to change my shirt into something cooler. Maybe wear some shorts. Because it's warmer out here than the thermometer says it is, interestingly enough. There's a thermometer, a sensor for the thermometer. Must be in the shade. Well, it isn't in the shade. The sensor for the thermometer, let me see if I can show. It's up there in our weather station. That's what says the temperature. But it's up higher, so it was like, said it was 65, and I came out and it was like 66 in the house and 65 outside. And I'd been being all bundled up in the house because I was cold. So I expected to be the same outside. It was warm out here. It's got to be a good 10 degrees more than it is in the house. Well, like I said, I need to get busy and work. So it will be a while before I add another part to this video. For you, it'll be that fast. Okay, I changed into something cooler, and I'm gonna pull my hair back out of the way, and then I'm outside to do the rest of my work, or at least some of it. My hair gets in the way majorly if I don't pull it back. And we'll see what we can do with it here. There we go. That should do it. And I'm off to the garden. Okay, I'm going to show you what I got done. So let me get my, whoa, my hand was in the way. Let me get my phone on the tripod so that I can use both hands to talk to you. Okay, I'm ready here. Let me put this around so you can see what I'm doing. I have string and my scissors, and this first bunch is, I don't remember the name of it. I know it's not lavender, and I didn't think it was tarragon, but it might have been. What's the other one that has kind of these kind of leaves? Rosemary. That's what I think it was. I think this is rosemary. Okay. So I'm going to tie this up. I'll do a knot here so it stays put. And then I'll do a loop so I can hang it. Okay. Rosemary. Piece of grass in there. Yeah, this is see if I put more of it here. Yep. This is red-veined sorrel. I usually just lay this one out, but since I've got a fairly substantial handful here, I'm just going to do it this way. Some of it's right side up and some of it's upside down, so maybe I should take the time to make sure they're all facing the same direction. Okay, there we go. And what happened to the, oh, there it is. red vein sorrel. It's unmistakable what this tall one is. Absolutely unmistakable. This is lavender. I think I have some. Okay, so, and I also have a kitty cat. Kitty cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? So how about if we move? Move that. I will get this. I didn't pick any catnip for you. Nope. But you obviously like this too, huh? She's not trying to eat it or anything. She just wants to lay in it. Lavender. I'm going to sit down right there. Let's put that right there too. And that. And a leaf that, yeah, stick that in there. There we go. And these shorter ones here are it said French tarragon. That's what I had the little label right there. Let me put those there. I have another piece of lavender that needs to go in that. I'll put it right there. It's a little tricky because the lavender and the tarragon and the, what did I say the other one was? They all look so much alike. So now I have both kitty cats here. I don't think I showed that to you. I think I just rolled the camera around. It's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, so the other, I have two more things here. These are kind of messed up, but the other thing I have here is, can you guess what this is? Yep, you're right, parsley. So get the parsley all put together here. And then the other one is also unmistakable because of the smell. This is lemon balm, and some of it's going to seed a little bit, but that's okay. So we'll get these all go in the same direction here. What you doing back there, kitty cat? I thought I pulled out all the pieces of grass when I was outside. I obviously didn't. Here's another piece of parsley. Some more parsley down here. The lemon balm smells really good. The lemon balm and the lavender are the two that smell the most. I have some regular mint outside too that I need to chop off and put it up to dry. This is what I'm going to do for now. I have some stray leaves, which I'll just put in a bowl to dry. Okay. Okay, here's all of it. I have quite a chunk of lemon balm. I'll use this longer string here. Oh, the kitty's funny. Now she's over with her head inside of my shoe. She loves to lay on my shoes, stick her head. I don't know. My feet must have a smell that she likes. I can't imagine why, but and the parsley. One more piece of grass. Okay. And I did get the mulch down in that area where all that grass was. I don't think I'll go back out and show you a picture of it. I don't know, I might. Right at the moment, I don't feel like going back out there to show you a picture of it. Okay, so then I hang these up. And put these extra leaves in a bowl. And have a nice harvest for the day. With the grass. Oh, I missed a piece. Those are all individual leaves. Let me put them in my hands here. Okay. This grass is going to go back in my container that I picked everything in. Okay. Well, it feels good to get some of that done. And I've got more, like I said, I have mint. What was that noise? It's a kitty cat doing something. I have mint and some more lemon balm in a different part of my yard that I need to harvest. And I've got some oregano and thyme that needs to be harvested. And the same thing done with them that I just did with all of these. So I'll get to that in the next day or so. And let me see if she's in the window, I think. Making, just a minute. Yep, there she is. Okay. She's making a bunch of noise. That's what kitty cats do, right? All right, well, I think I'll call it this video good for the day. So basically what you saw was mostly me talking about mulching, which I did some of, and talking about my compost pile, which you saw hubby working with a little bit for a few seconds there. He doesn't like to be on camera. I don't think he knows he was on my camera. I didn't show his face. I don't know, he's kind of private. Anyway, then picking some of my herbs, talking about the ones I still need to do. It's that time of year, and those herbs will grow back, and most of them will winter over. The lavender wintered over from last year, so I'm hoping the rest of the things do. I'm going to put a cover over that part of the garden come fall and cold nights and everything, so that it will be protected from the coldest part of the winter. So here's to having a wonderful day. Sweetie Pie and I are telling you to have the good Lord richly bless you. And you'll see us on the next video. Well, me at any rate. She can smell all of those herbs that I had in there. Now she's going to get in. All that's in there now is grass, which I consider weeds. I think it used to be lawn grass, but it grows up to be tall when you don't mow it. Well, talk to you in the next video. Bye. God bless.